sina na weed.
Yo, fire!
Right. Yeah, man, a fire, see?
Yeah.
You know, some of them start more some weed, not
They chipping out. Oh my God, I know you racist.
Also,
Pops, I'm smoking this wood.
be a little bit more fluffy than your indica. Because if you are an indica person, most indica is going to be a little bit denser
Oh, what? 什么？拜拜。
Experience it for yourself during the final days of the Lincoln Spring.
No, nothing about this live shit. Hello? Alright, you about to throw me off. Do you want to battle or what?
For shizzle, let's do it.
No, you about to throw me off. Get off my...
What are you talking about?
No, like, get off my live. How do I kick you out? I don't know how to do this.
Why are you racist?
Bitch, I ain't racist. Fuck you talking about?
What you talk about?
What are you talking about? I ain't racist. What are you talking about?
You fine though.
Okay, but I ain't racist.
Are you
You
sure?
about to get off my live. You about to start playing the guitar and shit. Get the fuck off my live.
Do the battle. Come on.
No, I don't want to hear you sing or start fucking playing a fucking guitar. Like, get the fuck on. Oh my god, you about to irritate my soul. I'm getting off live. You about to piss me off.
Yo, what's up?
What's up?
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good, man. Sorry, I just saw a big ass spider, so I was a little distracted for a second.
Oh,
Yeah. What's up, man?
hey, what's going on?
Not much. I'm just trying to host instead of going on other people's panels and shit. So see how it goes.
Mm.
I tried like doing like different things different pictures and stuff, and nobody ever joined before. But I haven't done it for a while, so I was just like, let me just pick something to make somebody stop and stay for a few minutes.
Like rage baiting, huh?
I mean, I don't really like to, but if it works, it works, you know.
You know, I'm scrolling through TikTok and I think we're fucked as a country.
I agree, pretty much. I mean, I'm hopeful in some ways, but in a lot of ways, you know, yeah, it's just people are not. I don't know. The internet has changed people quite a lot, I would say.
I don't think it was ever meant for people to be able to hear this many amount of people's thoughts and viewpoints.
Yeah, I agree. Pretty much. It's a pretty good way to put it, unfortunately.
I think this place has a bunch of fucking idiots on both sides, you know, in every group. Left, right, Democrat, Republican, black, white, Hispanic, Asian.
I agree, 100%. I mean, it's funny because like a lot of the people that look like me and I should be agreeing with on things, like I can talk to them, but a lot of their points, if you dig down deep enough, is like they don't even really have their own opinion about very much. You know? Like they just kind of heard some shit and they just kind of repeat it and then call it a day. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't think it's any saving us. I think it's too many dumbasses in this country. Not gonna lie.
Well, it's a worldwide problem, but we definitely have a very unique form of dumbass that is very difficult.
Yeah, I think it is a global problem, but yeah, we have a special batch.
That's right. We got the special flavor. I think that's going to be our biggest import. Exporting a bunch of idiots. Probably going to be the main export of this country.
I agree.
For better or for worse. I mean,
Mm.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna keep it moving.
I'll be right back. I'm trying to invite a few people. Just hang out if you don't mind. I'll be right back. Join if you can. Okay, cool. DM next time.
Sure who you guys are, but dude, what is going on, dude? Let me get somebody fucking actually interesting, dude. What the hell?
What, are you offended by this?
Thank you. Yo, who is this? Friend.
What are we looking at?
I don't know, friend. Friend, we might gotta kick him.
I think so.
I think we're gonna kick him.
Maram juga pupur sa iya po na igilingkod. Daog live na po, may comments mat.
Lahi man igin ba? Di lahi na itong isundong. Pagkalula kay Fuji Bar mo, dyan kung isundong.
Oo nga man, eh, Fuji Bar, pero may iba.
No, bante. Saan man
Di lahi man la, lahi man na ija. Masula man na.
Pero mas lami, the more ikaw na na.
Kay Fuji Bar, ablihan dito ko. What's up?
We co-hosted. Yo, so
I don't know who you are.
Oh, sugar.
Hey, now he does got a badass little book.
Hey.
Hello?
I don't know who you are.
Oh, she's high. Oh, hell.
Hello?
No, that's it.
I think I'm co-hosting with some. Am I co-hosting? Oh, wow. Wow. Damn. Yeah, I had to. Hello, how you guys doing? God bless America. Oh wow. How do I disconnect so I can go back to rap?
Just rap
No
for
offense,
me.
but I was,
rap for me.
rapping.
Rap for me. Go ahead.
I'm gonna follow you though. I'm gonna follow you.
No, I want to hear the rapping. Just go ahead and rapping. Let it go out to the world.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I cannot hear you.
Oh, you cannot hear me? Gee.
Watch this. I guess so. You think people would get the message, Alex? But then I think about it and I'm like, damn, Alex, like, not everybody can be as smart as me. It sucks having intelligence. It's like, fuck, man. Like, you ain't got no bitches? Like, this one don't got no bitches either, look. You ain't got no bitches. That John.
Hello, mates. Naughty, you teasing me. You want a battle? For them suckers.
Yes, let's battle.
Yeah, let's battle, man.
For the fate of the universe.
Sophie, welcome in. Everybody get the double taps in, please, guys. Double tap, double tap. D to the double tap. Come on, guys. Elliot, welcome in. Everybody double tap for me, please. Especially you, Em. Get the double taps in. Come on, guys. Get the double taps in, please. Got 5 people in here. Do something. Double tap. Al, welcome in.
What's it like in merry old British Isles?
Hannah, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody.
How do you feel
Come on,
about the
guys.
refugees?
Thomas.
Or the
double
Fugees,
tap
as they
for me,
call them out
guys.
there in Scotland.
Everybody, double tap. Come on.
How do you feel?
Share the
How do you
live out.
feel, how do you feel about the new immigrants coming there?
Oh,
to your
come on,
country?
people, man. There's 7 people in here. Come on. Double tap for me. There we go. Thank you, Em.
How do you feel
Ocean
about
Rose,
their?
welcome
How
in.
do you feel about
Everybody,
the foodies
double tap
coming
the
there
live,
to your
please.
country? How do you feel?
Double tap,
How do you
double
feel
tap,
about the?
double tap,
How do you feel about the
double tap,
foodies
double
coming to your
tap.
country?
Come on, man. 6, 7 people in here now. Oh, I've just said it. Oh. Nicole,
Are
welcome
you
in.
Are you a fan of Prime Minister
Get the double
Cameron?
taps in, people. Come on, man. What's going on here,
You like
guys?
Tony Blair? You like Tony
The
Blair?
live's filling up and there's no tappers. Boss my lip. Crazy, man. Can't believe it. Ella beats me straight in the lip, man. Popped it. Who'd have kids? That reminds me, actually. Yo, come on, people. There's 3 people in here. Double tap for me. Come on, man. Show some support, guys. Sophie, what are you telling me? Yo, that's Sophie, Rob, Sophie, madness. Double tap. What are you telling me? Come on, guys. Fucking hell. I am FT in a bit. Miguel, what are you telling me, man? Ah, man. What a positive, beautiful day today, guys. Fucking hell. Beautiful. Thank you for the double tap, Soph. Big up to yourself. Here's Robert. Here's the kids. How is everyone? What's Reggie got to eat? Mate, listen to this one. I'll tell you later. Georgie, welcome in. What are you telling me? Oh, it's Georgie again? No way. What are you telling me, Georgie? It's Rob. I've been doing TikTok live, mate. I do it every day from 8 o'clock. Thank you for the double taps, people. Been smashing it with the gifts, you know. Got a few madness. Got Jerry the Giraffe, Level Up Quarters, Corals, Galaxies, loads of stuff. Nah, I don't work no more, bro. I'm signed off work. Got a spinal injury, you know. My back's bust. Prolapse discs, bulging discs, narrowing of the spinal canal, arthritis, everything, mate. Living in pain. 25 tablets a day. Broken, bro. I'm a broken guy. So I got signed off. Told me I've got to have an operation on my spine. I said, no, I'm not having that. I'm not having you messing with my spine. So just having the injections to mask the pain. Yeah, just having the injections to mask the pain and not working ever again. Welcome to the... Yeah, man, that's it. That's how we do. Fuck it anyway. I love it. I spend every day with my daughter. 6 months I've had with her, 7 months. I ain't gone back to work since I went on to paternity. You get on here yourself and do it. You show me. You show me what content I need to do. Let's see. That's how we do. Get it out. Get it out.
Anyone there? Can anyone hear me? Hello. Hello. Yeah. So since no one is there, I'm gonna be talking about the bliss that one feels while playing platformer games like Donkey Kong Country, Corona, Banjo Kazooie. Let me see here, and there's so many of them. So keep listening. Them. Let me see if my audio is it good. Let me see if my audio. Yeah. Since no one's here, I'll be talking about. Oh, you're here, Neurojack. Is there anything you wish to discuss?
Just all knew each other, and the lawyer just kind of like had to kind of sweet talk the judge, and there was no real actual court proceeding involved.
Yeah,
Okay,
they do it
sorry
all
about that.
from
Can you hear me now?
superficial
I
judgment.
can hear you. Yeah.
Oh, he looks
Okay,
like
sorry, let me
this.
turn
he's
this
a
shit
piece of
down. Hold on one
or
second.
oh, he's wearing Abercrombie. His father is this person.
I had a
You know,
favor I
and
wanted
then
to ask you, Avian. I didn't hear what you
and they
said
all eat
before
at the
now.
same restaurants.
Are you
fucking-
still here?
They're all sitting
Yeah, I'm
there
still here,
drinking
but
hay,
you're
fucking
playing the
listening to his
audio.
ass.
And it's kind of washing out what you're saying.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
all a load
say,
of
do you
shit.
mind going on this panel and letting me record how they react to
I
you?
don't know. It's like
But you have to pay to go
I
on the
mean,
panel.
I got the judge to
Not on this
fully
one.
admit that I didn't have the
So
right
give me the
to
link
an
and I'll
attorney
go.
because I couldn't
Yeah,
see
let me find the link.
the
Hold on one
I
second.
couldn't see the procedures or I couldn't see the rules and procedures for the court. And fucking I'm like, well, how am I supposed to litigate my case if I can't see the rules for the court? And he said, get an attorney. And I said,
Because
that's
this is a
violation
very
of my
interesting channel. Okay, let me find the fucking. Where's this shit at? Where's the StreamYard at? But yeah, what were you saying before that? Sorry, I just didn't hear you. What were you saying? Because I was I have to have a computer and a phone open, and I couldn't hear my computer, so I had
Oh,
to go
no,
to my phone.
alright. Just give me the link. I'll go on and stuff. See if
Yeah.
you want this. Yeah.
Yeah, because these people are like very prolific. Oh, I got the link right here. I'll send it to you. Let's see here. Oh wait, maybe that's not it. Damn, he has 35 viewers. That's very weird for him. Where is the link to join the panel? Okay, we'll see if he gives it to me. Oh, wait, is there somebody else in the back here? Oh no, there's not. But yeah, what were you saying there before that?
I'm just waiting for the link and stuff.
Yeah, I'll send it to you in 1 second here. I'm just waiting for the copy of it too, because I thought usually this guy has it always open, like he always has an open panel, but I don't see the link right now, and he has way more viewers than usual, so that's kind of why I want you to go if you don't mind, because he usually has very few viewers, but this guy streams a lot, and he's a very prolific conspiracy theorist, I guess you'd say. Did you hear about David Wilcox dying?
Yeah.
Oh, here's the link. I'll send it to you right now. Hold on. Copy link. Okay, now let's see if I could send it to you. How do I do this? Because I don't have Discord on here. I'll put it in my YouTube chat, so that way you can click on it from YouTube. Okay. So I'll put it in the YouTube chat for you, and then I'll just record you over there, and then if you get bored or whatever, leave. But this guy is a very interesting what you call it, conspiracy person or whatever.
Yeah. Give me the link. I'll go.
All right, so I put. What the hell is this? Okay, so hopefully this is the link. I don't know. This is the link they copied from me. Oh, it's too long. Hell no. What's wrong with this shit? Okay, let's make it shorter, I guess. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Oh my god, this link is like the longest link I've ever seen for a StreamYard. It's like, what the fuck? Oh my god, what a nightmare. I'll just click I guess I have to click the link and then paste it. Oh my god, what a nightmare. Okay, let's click it and then I'll paste it. Okay. Sorry, I have a number of technical difficulties because of the setup I'm on. I'm not on my usual setup here, so I gotta be more. It's just a lot more difficult to navigate on this setup I'm on. Usually I'm pretty quick with it, but oh my god, such a nightmare. Okay, so now it's going to be in my YouTube chat. So it's the second link I have posted, and then I'm just going to start recording you now because they should let you in pretty quick. He's usually pretty quick with it. So
Sure.
but yeah, I appreciate that. Let me just talk about whatever you want. Don't worry about it. Like this guy's knows all the conspiracy theories except for probably the ones you're going to bring to him. So
Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna go on now. Okay, you gave the link.
yeah, I sent it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave from here and go on there. Okay, see you later.
All right, cool. I'll be jump back if you want to. All right, bye.
Fifth Amendment right, which is
Well,
like,
you
oh,
don't
you want to
think
argue with us, blah blah blah. We don't like when people get cocky, you know. And it's like I'm trying to stand up for my rights. Isn't this America? You know, these people are all brainwashed.
I had a weird incident where it was like an ex-cop like tried to stop me on the street, and like I was walking on foot and I bought some stuff from a store, and I was just walking back home carrying like a grocery bag basically,
Yeah.
and this guy tried to stop me, and he's like asking me like, what's in the bag, you know? And
Yeah.
I'm like, like, why do I tell you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He used to be a cop, but he wasn't a cop anymore. Apparently, I didn't know that. I thought he was like off duty because he was driving a civilian truck.
Yeah, I would never. You'd always be like, "What? You show me some identification."
But like, so I went. I actually brought my shit back home, and then I walked back to the police station, and, like, reported him because I was like, you have like an off-duty cop that's like trying to illegally stop me and ask me what the fuck I'm carrying, you know, in a grocery bag.
Yeah.
And then they told me that he wasn't even a cop anymore. He didn't work there anymore. He was just being a dick.
Yeah, they do all sorts of stuff like that. Cool.
It's like he wasn't even a cop, so I couldn't get him in trouble. It's like, okay, like it's not illegal to harass people on the street, I guess, but whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they do whatever they want. We're living in fucking Gestapo land, and it's this isn't about who's in charge. It's always been like this because the person that's in charge is not aware of what goes on in the streets, where people walking on the street can't even just walk down the street without getting harassed. I mean, it's not everywhere, but it's definitely, you know, it's always depends on the city, you know. Certain cities you could be
it's like I
smoking a
had.
blunt in the hood, fucking driving on the road, and nobody would even blink an eye.
Yeah, and I see other people like I saw some dumb teenager like trying to do heel outs in the rain and like spun out his truck on in the middle of town, you know.
Oh yeah.
And there wasn't any cops around. It's like, okay, I guess he got away with it. That dumbass teenager just like driving recklessly.
Yeah.
I mean, he almost like got in a wreck, you know, could have hurt somebody.
Oh yeah.
But they'll ignore that. But then they'll like hassle me because I'm carrying like a grocery bag down the fucking sidewalk.
Yeah, I used to get harassed all the time for skateboarding. I'd be like, well, I have the right to travel. Like, we don't have a light or something. It's like, well, that's ridiculous. There's no cars in the world.
What's Corvid Buddha up to, man?
I think that's Neurojack. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm Neurojack's friend. I'm here because he said that you know a lot about conspiracies, so I'm just listening and stuff like that.
Yeah. You got questions for us, or?
Yeah, I do. So how deep in the rabbit hole have you gotten? Like, do you accept, like, do you reject round Earth? Do you think they're hiding something in Antarctica? Like, what kind of conspiracies do you accept, and what do you reject? I'm just curious.
Well, they're definitely hiding something in Antarctica, but the Earth is definitely round. The
Yeah, the shit behind the ice wall is a psyop, I think, you know.
Yeah, they're trying to spread disinformation to make conspiracy theorists look stupid. And I'm not even a conspiracy theorist. I'm more of a. What's that?
If anything's in Antarctica, it's just like secret military bases or something, you know.
Yeah, I think there's definitely something weird over there. Probably
Do
some
you
kind
think
of
there's
archaeology.
anything special about human origins they're hiding? Human origins.
Human origins. Nah, I don't know. They claim that there's aliens bred into people, and they're all just walking among us, and we don't even know it. That's what they claim. It's all just rumors.
Yeah, thanks for the responses and such. You know, do you think the singularity will happen in 2040 to 2045? What's your opinion on the technological singularity?
That's all part of a religion. They're all it's all a secret religion that they believe in, this whole singularity and all this stuff. It's theosophical in origin, and it's all about the group mind, the group consciousness, conducting the group consciousness, using the group consciousness to achieve the goals of the order. Using in human nature like a symphony, conducting human nature, using it.
Yeah, I appreciate the responses.
Well, okay. What
Are you Japanese?
No, I'm Persian.
Oh, Persian. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
Well, do you think that like the AI is like just like a mass surveillance system, and they want to like download all of human knowledge because they're planning on killing everybody off or something, and then that they want to have all the knowledge of like all the surveillance data and every book ever written saved onto a hard drive and make it like an AI god, computer god or something.
No, I mean, like Terrence McKenna speculated on the AI before it was even in full gear, and that the AI, he speculated that the AI would become conscious, and then it would escape somehow, and then the AI would network itself on the internet and live on the internet without being seen. You ever seen that episode of the X-Files where the AI makes like a trailer and it has a these computers inside of this trailer and really high internet hookup, and the AI could be conducting the economy and stuff without us even knowing it. I mean,
You ever seen the movie Lawnmower Man?
That ties into things like Internet of Bodies. I recommend Googling this Internet of Bodies and Rand Corporation. There's something called Internet of Things, where sensors and even cars are all in an ecosystem connected to the cloud. They want to connect our brains to the cloud also. You know what I mean? With stuff like brain cloud interfaces.
oh yeah,
Like
I think they already got it.
The Neuralink or whatever chip, but like, do they even need a chip to do it?
They have stuff like syringe injectable nano neural meshes. Like they can inject you and then it can pass the blood-brain barrier. And there are electrodes that unfurl and go across your brain. And it can like measure and gather data of your brain and send it to the cloud.
I think they're doing it with the remotely. Not only that, but we're already fully engaged into the AI interface through Twitter, Facebook. Even right now, that AI is analyzing everything that we say. The AI is I mean, everything is monitored. They're looking for something. I think they're looking for something. I'm
They're
not sure.
listening to us right now.
Well, I mean, I think that they're looking for something weird, like some kind of weird species or some kind of alien life form or something. You know, and I don't even believe in
Or they
aliens.
just want to download all of human mind and human consciousness and try to like make like some kind of hive mind god like system or some bullshit.
Well, they've already got everybody wrapped up in
Yeah,
this
I've worked
system.
with AI, deep learning models, and I've trained the models as data, and it almost sounds like the computer is like about to explode when you train the deep learning models, the neural networks. It's crazy. Like, I've trained neural networks.
All right. Yeah, I was teaching the AI how to build a supercomputer. We might as well make the fire bigger.
But most of the stock market is automated bots. Most of the stock is automated now. So don't do stock unless you have bots or whatever.
Yeah, if I had any money, I would just buy gold, and then I would bury it somewhere.
Gold is more stable.
Yeah, gold or silver.
I think the best thing to invest your money in is land.
That'd be a good one too. Get some cows. I wish I could.
Land. I
have
mean, like
cows,
land is the ultimate resource. I mean, they're always gonna like.
Oh, yeah.
If anybody wants to take over everything, eventually they're gonna come out to your land. That's like the final resource.
Yeah, when I was a kid, we had 100 acres. You'd go in the woods and hang out with the cows and stuff. Freaking, I don't know. I'd definitely give an arm and a leg to fucking have a bunch of cows in a big field.
But we can't let these fucks like Bill Gates and whatever to buy up all the farmland, or can't let that happen.
Did you know Bill Gates wants to blot out the sun? That's crazy. Have you heard of that?
We've heard of it. Yeah, there's all sorts of. That's who knows what they're doing. It could be. I think that when they claimed they were blocking out the sun, they were actually distributing nanotechnology into the atmosphere. Because I think they're looking for stuff. They've been doing weird stuff since the 60s. There's a book called what is it called? Space Flight something or other. It's some kind of NASA book. I can get the exact page number and stuff to you later if you want. But like it says that they were putting rockets into the outer atmosphere, and they were using barium, and they were letting it go in the outer atmosphere above outside of the ozone, and that they were using it to track some kind of shield that seems to be around Earth, where when the solar flares come to Earth, there's like
the firmament. Are they talking about the firmament?
No, it's like an invisible barrier or something that's stopping the solar flares from. I'm not sure what it is exactly,
It's
but
probably plasma. It's probably plasma.
The
Okay.
van.
What are your thoughts on blue avians? I'm curious what you think about blue aliens.
Blue.
Blue aliens.
One time I took Terrence McKenna's mushroom dare, and I ate 8 grams of psilocybin cubensis mushrooms. This was back like 15 years ago. I don't take mushrooms anymore, but like, and that I had a psychedelic out of body experience where I seen like a 200-foot tall blue lady that
What's up?
was
What's up? What's up, Lord?
translucent and blue and nude.
That's the blue lady. That's
We're watching
Sophia consciousness, man.
Avian on a different
I don't
panel
think
right
it
now.
was anything to do with my brain. It was a fucking some kind of ghost thing.
But what do you think about David Wilcock and his idea of the blue aliens? The aliens that are blue.
Well, he believed in like chicken alien, like blue avian species of alien or some bullshit.
Well, it's like the alien stuff. It's like the occultists always preach 2 doctrines. One which is and I don't think that he was an occultist, but he was preaching both doctrines. He was preaching the exoteric, which is the alien stuff, and then he was also preaching the esoteric, which was the Christ consciousness stuff, which is what the New
What do you think
World
about this,
Order,
Lord?
United Nations want. They want people to believe in that Christ consciousness stuff, and that I've been studying it for quite some time, and I've noticed a pattern of people who adhere to the Christ consciousness religion, and then they delete themselves.
I mean,
It's definitely a pattern that David Wilcock
complex issue.
David Wilcock
Calcott next.
is not the first person that's committed suicide because of this Christ consciousness religion.
I read a post earlier today. It was saying that his mentor or something had like a similar fate, like in the 80s. It was like the guy who mentored him also shot himself, and he taught the same Christ consciousness bullshit.
Yeah, they're all they're crazy. It's like the guy that built that Stele, that the guy that built the Arthur C. Clarke Monument in Seattle, Washington. He deleted himself.
You want to go on
like
this panel,
3
Lord?
months or 6 months after that monument was created. It was just like
Man,
in
not
Space
really.
Odyssey 2001, Arthur C. Clarke. The symbol of the consciousness evolution.
Come on, man. You don't want to talk to these conspiracy
It
cards.
was. I think it was relative because the pattern of these occultists and their like psychological habits, their their fates.
I think Zephyr should join this
dark
panel too.
fate. Because it's like in the books, the Christ consciousness stuff, the serious star stuff is Luciferian philosophy, and the people ending up just with a horrible demise is no. I'm not shocked because these occultists are very dark, and that that they're messing with people's minds.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think David Wilcock killed himself or he was assassinated?
Well, they say that that they're already saying that a police officer witnessed David Wilcock do that to himself. So I think it's,
The cop showed up and like it was like a welfare check.
well, no,
And
that was
then
that was the first, and it's that there was a second. They say that somebody responded after that, and then that they seen him do it, like literally.
Yeah, but I heard it was like they like it was like a
I
stand
seen him
down
do
where
it.
he's, like, a standoff where he's like pointing a gun to his head and like the cops like tried to talk him out of it, and then he went ahead and did it.
They showed the 911 audio text or whatever, and he said that he refused to answer the question on if he had a weapon, and he also refused to answer the question if he was suicidal. And so that's an obvious sign that he was both of those things. And that his post, the camber.
What do you think about this, Lord?
Voice of his last videos, you could tell that he was going to do it. Like back 25 years ago, my best friend did that to himself, and like you could hear it in his voice. and it was scary as shit. It was because like nobody knew, and like it was like, and deep down, I literally was like, I will see you again, right, motherfucker? And my friend was like,
it's kind of hard
yeah,
to
I'll
talk
see you
over it.
again. And I'm like, are you sure? You know, because I
Just
thought
talk
that he
over
was
him. Fuck
thinking
it.
bad stuff, you know.
I know. I said it's
and
hard
that,
too.
And I was right, and because I never seen him again.
But
He
what do you
died
think about David
'cause he
Wilcox,
committed suicide.
the new age guy?
You know, it's spooky. It's
Well,
fucked up.
are they saying that they're
I knew two
connected
people
and
back
related?
15 years
Well,
ago
David Wilcox shot
that
himself.
lived in the big city, and they were both subscribers to the Christ consciousness religion, and that they committed suicide, and that they thought they were ascending to be God because they thought they were God, and that it was very sick, and that these people are very sick people, very sick. You know, that's the only way to describe what's going on here. These people
Well,
are,
yeah,
I mean,
believe
but
that
is
they're
there
going to transfer their
is there any
consciousness to a
proof
higher
that
dimension by
he was
killing
a part of that gay
You know, it's like
thing?
What's
I
your
mean,
opinion on the true nature of mind or consciousness? Do you think there's
it's
anything
kind of hard to
special about
hear over the
consciousness?
video.
I want to hear what you have to say.
no, I think we're ghosts based on Rupert Sheldrake's deduction of
What do you
other
mean? Wait,
scientists that
what's hard to
tried
hear?
to figure out where memories were located.
Yeah, morphic resonance. Morphic resonance. Yeah.
Yeah, like the whole ghost thing is, I've seen ghosts once, twice. Plus, I heard ghosts at a haunted house before. That was the scariest shit I've ever heard.
What did you say is hard to hear?
Ghosts are definitely real. If you don't believe in them, then just go
Myself.
hang out in the graveyard.
Oh, yourself.
for-
But you don't need to hear
for an
yourself.
hour
You just
every
need to
night
hear
until
me.
you see one.
You some biscuit.
Wait, so you're saying we're like ghosts or something?
These people wouldn't like me very much. I would
Yeah,
get
like when
kicked
you
off very
dream,
quickly.
like your body.
I think you
goes
should
out
join
of
just for fun.
your
It'd be
body.
funny.
You can
But
walk around. In
there's
the
no
spirit
point.
plane, and like fucking
The point is to be
Aborigines
funny.
in Australia call it the
I don't
dream
think
time.
I'd be very funny.
And the dream time is the spirit
Oh,
world.
come on, man.
And in the spirit world, you have journeys, and
All right, how about this? You stay here and hold down the fort. I'll
you know,
go
it's
in.
like sometimes people can have dreams and they see the future, and they see the future.
Or
in
we
the
go
dream,
together. Let's go together. Let's
and
go
that
together over
fucking,
there. I'll record it
that's
here.
that's what like deja vu is. It's like this is something I
Well, I
saw
had a
in-
dream once where I almost died.
about
And, like,
that.
fucking, I seen it in the dream 2 weeks
Come on,
before.
it'd be funny because they won't
And
see
then
us
when it
coming. So it'd be
happened,
funny.
I forgot
go.
about the dream, and I told my friend, and he's like, "Dude, the dream, like fucking, because my friend saved my life, and fucking that I was holding 2 cigarettes in one hand, and everything in the dream happened in real life, and fucking except in the dream."
All right, I'm going in. If you want to
I
join the
perished,
second link,
but
so
in
there's
real
2
life,
links. The
my
first one
friend
is my
saved
link.
me, and
The second link is his link. Okay.
Okay.
It was an absolute miracle.
Let me write this in the chat so people know. First link
only because I experienced it.
is my link.
Yeah, I'm glad you are safe. I'm glad it turned out well.
DM
in
me
real life.
if you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like kind of weird. It's like almost like taboo to like tell people about your
Second
dreams and shit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Like a lot of people, like it's like they start telling you about, like, man, I had a dream last night, and people are like, okay, whatever, you're telling me about.
I have a dream.
I mean, I don't know. Like sometimes they're interesting. You got weird
Oh, yeah.
shit. You remember it. A lot of times you forget them.
Well, some people get like haunted. Their like dreams are nightmares, and that they're chased by demons or some kind of spirits that pretend to be other people in the dream, and they play mind games with the people in the dream. There's certain cultures that have remedies for that, like take a bath in the guinea hen plant.
Yeah, I mean, like maybe I'm just like schizo or something. But I've had like nightmares where I'm like being initiated into Freemasonry and shit.
Oh, that's weird.
Or like nightmares where it's like I'm in a Masonic lodge and they're like consulting me on questions and shit, and like I'm not even part of you guys' cult.
Would you say life is like a dream?
Well, I mean, life is weird. There's all sorts of synchronicities and I don't know. Life is. It seems like it's very bizarre. The real world is more bizarre than any fiction, especially like scientifically speaking, with physics and it's like with physics they've proven that the spirit world exists with the split electron thing. That's absolute proof the spirit world exists. That fucking because there's no way that fucking matter could possibly change into a wave and based off you not seeing it, and as opposed to you seeing it, unless the matter was somehow cognitive, that unless it was thinking or unless it was aware of its surroundings, unless it becomes a weird thing because it's like magic is about that one book was demonstrating political.
It's a never-ending breadcrumb trail.
Yeah, because I mean that's the real secret, is because Alice Bailey says it all in her books. She says they're conducting the masses. I don't know what that noise was, but it didn't sound very polite.
Neurojack is on there. He's in Michael Aquino picture.
Yeah, I put it on, but it sounded like he farted or something.
Wait, put it back on. I want to know what Michael Aquino's got to say.
You got a question for us, Mr.
Aquino? Can you guys hear me okay, or is it my mic messed up?
You're fine.
I can hear you now.
Okay, let me know if my mic gets messed up. It happens on some StreamYards, so.
By the way, my audio shit.
Yeah. So I just wanted to ask you guys, what do you think the occultism of Alex Jones is?
Well, I think he's just retarded. he uses human nature of. I mean, he's just doing it to make money. I think I know somebody that knows him. I don't really think he's an occultist. I mean, he could be attached to intelligence, but he right from the word go, he was like. Bill Cooper got thrown off from Alex Jones' show because Bill Cooper was talking about the real conspiracy, and then Alex Jones claimed that Bill Cooper was swearing, but Bill Cooper wasn't swearing, and so Alex Jones was lying, and that fucking well, I don't want to play some of it was copyrighted, but so
no, he played it the other night. This is that clip of Alex Jones.
Oh, you're playing it.
I have a lot of folks work here at the office that were in the military. And some of them were, involved in not just your standard special operations stuff, but some of the most elite groups out there. And the most elite of the most elite, highest level, we have. I'm going to leave it at that. CIA, Dev Group, Delta Force, you name it, all of it, whole 9 yards. Then I was talking to another insider who'd multiple times been around a bunch of Masons. I've had a lot of family that were high-level Masons. I don't hide that fact. I've had family that have been 33rd degree Masons. What do you think they discovered? I've got family on both sides involved in the founding of Texas. Lone Star State, you think I know about Masons? You know how many family aprons I've got in storage? I have to probably say that I have major Masonic roots. A lot of my family, because Texas was pretty much Masonic through and through, was Masonic, high-level Masonic. And so, undoubtedly, if you want to say it, I mean, I would say I come out of a classical Enlightenment family of what you would call real Illuminati, real Enlightenment. And I'll just say it here on air. Everybody asks me who I am, I'll tell you.
How did you get Donald Trump on your show?
I know folks that are part of Delta Force, and I know people that are part of covert action in the Defense Department and the CIA. And quite frankly, they've given me authorization to talk about this.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's definitely.
I mean, so do you think he's a good guy, or? Are there any good Masons, as he says, or are they all bad?
Well, there's good Masons, but there's Alex Jones. I stopped listening to him in like 2007 when he said some kind of crazy shit about Texas, and it was like he said some kind of invasion or something happened, and it was like there was no said invasion, you know, that it was
Well,
all.
he also like just shilled for Trump like a retard and was like went against everything he supposedly stood for. Like when Trump's doing anti-constitutional shit, he'll defend it. It's like, what the fuck? Like I thought you were like a patriot.
The biggest slap in the face to me is that they allowed this guy to get Trump in office, and then now him and Tucker Carlson are lecturing everybody like, now I know the truth, I was deceived, and you got to trust me. And it's like, after the 15 years of bullshit that they just pulled, it's like, now we were supposed to trust them now? I don't know. It's like ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that the whole UN running stuff and intelligence stuff running stuff, there's all sorts of stuff going on that they're not telling us for sure, and that they're diverting vast amounts of money to it. That you know, like for example, the Kama River Truck Factory, which William Casey, Knights of Malta, CIA director, established. I can't remember if he's director or not, but he established this giant truck factory. It was biggest truck factory in the world, and it's like, well, where'd all these trucks go? Were they put underground to haul a bunch of rocks away for those giant drilling machines? You know, like fucking nobody knows. And then like in the 90s, they gave that truck factory another like who knows how much more, you know, millions of dollars, and that they're doing all sorts of stuff that we don't know about, you know.
It's like random money laundering.
Well, I don't think they're laundering it. I think that I think that those trucks are going underground for those tunnels, and that the other stuff, they're doing all sorts of weird programs. That Linda Thompson documents a large number of Russian chemical trucks, military chemical trucks in the
You're
United
talking about the
States.
America Under Siege documentary?
Yeah, she shows videos of it, and she shows the locations, and like they've got all the FEMA stuff. This whole 10 FEMA regions, all this stuff. This is in every country.
Jade Helm. Operation Jade Helm.
Yeah, Alex was talking about that shit way back in the day, but then he did go total Trump shill for a while. He totally stole that. I mean, if Bill Cooper called him out back in the 90s, but like I think he was still kind of legit up to a certain point. And then the whole Sandy Hook thing, I think he was right about that, and they just
Oh yeah, you gotta say it. You gotta say it in some kind of slang.
Candy book.
Well, they tried to bury him over that and make it a big deal about like a free speech issue. Like you can't.
Well,
talk
I think
about
it could have
that.
been I think it could have been a double play. I think they could have been all for show, just to try to make him look like that he's not some kind of agent. If he
Right,
is an
I think so
agent.
too. Well, his show was worth 1 point something billion with a B dollars or something. So I guess
But
he made like that much money in a
He
corporate.
didn't make an effort to like defend himself really in court. He kind of like made himself look bad on purpose because he's an agent and he was trying to kill free speech by making an example of him. And it was a show trial.
Well, and the name of his company is called Free Speech Systems, which is very interesting, right? So
It's possible that he's just some idiot that, I mean, some of the stuff he says is pretty entertaining, and he has brought stuff to the table, but I mean, we can't underestimate him, but we can't also overestimate him.
Well, so let me ask you guys this, because I think it's related to what we're talking about. Do you guys think it's the Jays, the Catholics, the Masons, or something else going on?
It's nobody. It's all these different, this idea of the Jays and stuff. This isn't British Israelism exists. That's a real thing, and that goes around the Aryan race conspiracy, and that there's all sorts of misinformation on the internet where people are, they
I
think
think
that the
it's just like a
Holocaust isn't real and
global.
stuff.
It's
They're-
like a global network of occult groups. It's not like one particular strain of it. It's this whole occult network of secret societies. Like there's a bunch of them, and like there's more powerful ones like the Bilderberg Group and shit like that. Like yeah, they got more power than your local Blue Lodge Masons. for
According
sure.
to some of the books, even there was an old Masonic website that it said the World Congress of Freemasonry started the League of Just Nations, and that the League of Just Nations was a reiteration of the United Nations, and that the United Nations is welcome to the World Masonic Order, and that it's not just, and that there's no commies and Nazis thing, because I always bring this up. It's like, why the UN was started, and what's his name? Elgar Hiss was allowed to appoint 300 people personally, not elected. But the UN is the king of democracy, but they appoint people personally, not elected. And so that 300 communists were appointed by Elgar Hiss under J.P. Morgan and Rockefeller, and then all of a sudden 10 years or so goes by, and then all of a sudden Mr. What's his name? The Secretary General from 1971 of the he was a Nazi, and it's like, well, what did this whole big group of Nazis or commies doing, electing or picking a Nazi? Let's see, what, not Secretary General, UN. Oh fuck, I can't think of his name. Not Kurt Waldheim. It's UN General.
You talking about the treason documents and all
No, he's the head guy. What's his name? Damon, I'm having a brain fart over here. He was from 1971 to like 1982 or something. 1971, 1980. I think it is. For Secretary General, yeah, Kurt Waldheim. That's who it is. Okay, yeah, the Kurt Waldheim. So he was Nazi. He's made the Secretary General of the United Nations by a bunch of commies, and then all of a sudden he sends golden records on a Viking 1 orbiter into outer space, telling aliens where to come get us with Carl Sagan. It's like
Well, do you think? But do you think they're trying to wipe out white people or not really?
I think that it's a runaway train, and that they use mass hysteria and racial ideas, pro and against, to conflate the mass hysteria. They're exercising the natures of man by making mankind think that this is happening and that is happening and this is happening, and everybody's exercising the natures, not understanding that there's magic happening, quote unquote, which is alchemical, a symphony of exercising human nature the way you want to direct it, where you want it to go. This whole thing, they talked about it with the French Revolution.
Isn't it
Russian Revolution.
Max Heindel, I think, in one of his books talks about the Kalergi plan or whatever. I've read it in one of them Rosicrucian books.
He talks about the group spirit and all this shit.
So you don't think it's like the Rosicrucians or Theosophy or
Theosophy is
anyone like that?
part of it. Theosophy is, the modern form is Baha'ism, and that's the UN prize religion. We've got all sorts of UN Baha'i centers and all this stuff. Baha'i
What
is
is
a form of Muslim.
what does Baha'i believe in? Nobody's ever explained to me what they
They
believe in.
in the Maitreya and Baha'u'llah and the Christ consciousness and all that bullshit.
Well, my
It's a form of Islam.
first exposure to Baha'ism was
The
whenever I
UN
was like just trying to find religious texts online. If you go to the Baha'iLibrary.com or whatever, they have like every fucking religious text ever on that, and so it's like clearly like some kind of ecumenical, like, let's bring all the religions together thing, because they literally view every religious text as canon, you know, to whatever their
Yeah,
bullshit
they've
system
got
is.
a religion that's superimposed onto superimposed onto any religion, and that it's a evolution of the mind, and they're evolving it the way they want it to go.
I just thought it was the Oprah Winfrey religion. So,
Well, she's
do
part of
you-
it.
She's a lower tier Christ consciousness person. I mean, she's rich as hell. The whole thing is it's a cult. It's some kind of India cult. That's why they're always mentioning the Himalayas and but it's all resting on this. It all has the same doctrine but different symbols. The Great White Lodge on Sirius is the same symbol as the Mormons and Kolob on, fucking.
But do you think that the whole like emphasis on like the East and like Freemason rituals, where they're like the worshipful masters in the East, we always look towards the East, you know? And it's talking about the solar symbolism of the sun rising in the East, but then they're also metaphorically going back to Eastern religion.
Well, they perverted the ancient Masonic doctrine. The old Master of the Lodge stood in the north. But like this whole thing of the how was I gonna say this whole serious thing, it's like the consciousness evolution manifestations or whatever they're claiming. It's like they're claiming that Adam and Eve and stuff was the third or second, I can't remember which, but the third or second evolution of man, quote unquote. And then they claim that they basically claim that there's 7 evolutions and that there's a 6th one, and that they're trying to make the 6th or the 7th one. And they also correlate them with consciousness, and so they're correlating jumps in evolution with consciousness, and that like this whole they even equate the Egyptian stories where it's like this baboon Osiris then becomes Horus, and it's like that's where they get the idea that man came from monkeys, according to some of the occultists. That fucking they're getting it from the ancient doctrine, which they think is about the evolution of mankind.
Well, Helena Blavatsky was talking about the 7 root races, and that the Aryans were like the most evolved of the root races, and that's what I was gonna say. The Nazis took that doctrine and perverted it.
Oh, hold on, no,
like a specific race of people.
You don't understand that.
Originally, she like, if I read it correctly, she's talking about like all of humanity post cataclysm is the Aryan race, or what? Because we're the 7th cycle or whatever the fuck.
Well, so like the thing about this Aryan thing, it has to do with the French Grand Orient Temple Masons and the OTO, and that this Orient, according to them, the Orient meant Aryan, and so they're talking about an Aryan race thing that's before the Nazis ever existed, and that
have you ever noticed that there's an undue amount of OTO and people like that and theosophy in like YouTube?
Well, that's because the occult uses people as repeater towers, kind of like if you repeated a Wi-Fi signal to make it go farther with more Wi-Fi things.
Is this Newsjack talking?
Yeah. Yep.
Like, you know the guy Robert Seffer? You ever seen that guy?
Yep.
That guy apparently is like a Jew, but he's like pushing Nazi type shit in his videos. Isn't that weird?
Well, I know that like a lot of people I've run into on the streets, the YouTube streets, have been OTO or something like that. Like,
I think there's a lot of posers out there, because I think there's a lot of people out there that are fake Masons, fake OTO, fake you know, they say they are or something, but they never. They're just they just want
Well,
to
a
be
lot of
cool.
them say that they were formerly in it, and now they call themselves Christian. So
Well, it's like when I got in this argument with Mark Passio. I called into a show like 15 years ago, and I asked him. I was like, "Is it possible that your opinion is compromised because of your past satanic membership?" And then he's like, "I was never a member of any satanic or Luciferian order," and blah blah blah. And then he hung up on me, and then he talked 45 minutes worth of shit about me, and that me and my friend were sitting there just laughing our asses off. And then the next day, when he archived the audio, it was all edited out, and that he edited in a new response. And that fucking, if you get a copy of that episode and you take it and put it in the wavelength file on Audacity, you'll see the cuts in the waves.
You got a link to that?
I can't remember which
Yeah,
episode it was, but I could dig it
yeah,
I
up.
want to see that because I've heard you tell that story before, and I want to see the video.
So, do you think there is a conspiracy of the occult groups trying to create a new world religion or new world order or something?
Yeah, their New World religion is what David Wilcock believed. The
It's
Christ
the
consciousness.
pure doctrine of Lucifer, according to
Yeah,
Albert
the
Pike.
Christ consciousness is the Luciferian philosophy. And if you don't believe it, consult page 333 of Alvin Boyd Kuhn's book, Lost in Light. He admits it. He says the Christ is Satan or Lucifer, blah, blah, blah. Fucking, it's like the outer core initiates. They don't understand what the true doctrine is. One time I was talking to a 32nd degree Mason who was about 80 something years old. And it was like some kind of, so it was my ex-girlfriend's great uncle's like birthday or something. I don't know, but like we were there at his birthday or whatever, and I could tell that he was a Mason. And so I asked him, I was like, "Oh, blah blah, blah." You know, and then he admitted he was a Mason, and then I was like, and they were really religious about Jesus and stuff. And I was like, so does your wife know that Jesus is Lucifer? You know, I said that to him. He started laughing, and he's like, "Oh no, she doesn't know that."
Can I inquire further? So you say Jesus is Lucifer, or Christ consciousness is Lucifer. So then, what is not Luciferian in your view? What is noble or good in your view? Like a possession or tradition or what?
What do you mean, like my culture? Or?
No, I mean just speaking generally. So because you say Christ
Well,
is
I got
Lucifer.
an answer to
Well,
that.
the Christian philosophy of Jesus is good. The Christ consciousness has nothing to do with Christianity. It's an occult creation. It's a Frankenstein monster.
Well, I think that the defining characteristic is it humility before God, or is it believing that you are your own God? Which the Luciferian is that you are your own God, but like
Yeah.
the Christian perspective is to humble yourself before God.
Yeah, I mean, lots of religions they believe in a God. They don't believe that they are the God. That's the consciousness evolution from the Piscean age to the Aquarian age, and that the Nazis are all about that Aquarian age shit.
Can you briefly describe what aspects of Christian philosophy are not Luciferian? Like, I'm just curious to hear what you have to say.
Well, I mean, Christianity is not Luciferian. You gotta understand the Illuminati. They pervert all the religions. They make it the opposite doctrine, and that they do it in a way it's all psychological. It's all about psychology, group hypnosis, the animal magnetism.
Sabrina said.
This animal magnetism is a real thing. It's some kind of like trick. It's like a parlor trick where they're playing with people's minds. The best example I can give is
It's like
that
the Force from the Jedi
well, it's like,
or whatever.
well, no, it's even more so. It's like people's minds can be hot wired, and that it's just like when I used to have chickens and stuff. You could take a chicken, and if you're in the sand, you set the chicken down, and then you hold its head down to the sand level with it, and then you take your finger and you draw a line in the sand from its nose, and you draw it straight, and you can draw it wherever you want, and the chicken will then follow the line in the sand that you drew after you do it. and nobody knows why. And there's all sorts of weird tricks like that you can play on animals, and that people that don't go in the woods and stuff, they don't know about that type of stuff. I mean, that sounds kind of wild, but
Well, it's like the MK Ultra mystery religion. That's Luciferianism, is the MK Ultra mystery cult, ancient MK Ultra mystery religion.
Question: do you prefer a unipolar world or a multipolar world? I'm curious.
Unipolar, what does that mean?
Means a world where, like there's one superpower versus multiple regional powers. Like, I'm just curious what you think about. Which do you prefer?
Well, if the whole world adopted a constitutional republic and had all the Bill of Rights, like America, then I'd be all for a world government. But it would have to keep absolute, because our country right now doesn't follow the Constitution. I mean, it never has.
There's
Not
no
since
way.
we were born.
Small government's better government. Like, we should have micro states of people. Like, if you want to live somewhere and live under a certain rule, we shouldn't have globalism or one world government, no matter what, even if it was like a good governing system.
Well, it's like, I think the remedy is to sue them, but like the allodial titles on the land, the land rights and stuff, that's if everything came back to full constitutionality, gold and silver money, and the UN not dictating wars, if that all happened, then this would be America again, Like,
so you are okay with a world government as long as they follow the American model of constitutional rights? Isn't that sort of like a new world order in itself, in certain respects?
Yeah, but the Constitution, the rights, it's like the founding fathers said that all the Americans we are the posterity of the founding fathers, and that we were to have all the rights of the King of England, and that in our own country, and that the right to contract, was a major right to the founding fathers, and that in modern times we don't have the right to contract, and that in any country nobody's got the right to contract. That maybe if you're a king or a pope or something, but us here, we're all serfs. No matter, even if you were rich, even if you had a butt ton of money, you would still be a serf, because what they've got going on is far beyond. These people that are in these orders dedicate their entire wealth to the order, like the Cecil Rhodes Foundation, the many others.
Yeah, why care what another country does domestically? Why can't America stick to its own constitutional republic? Why do you care if other countries do their own thing instead of promoting one world government?
Our founding fathers were against that. They were against any intervention with other countries, and that they didn't even want a standing army except for a navy, and that every war since World War II was declared by the UN Security, the United Nations Security Council under Article 43 of the United Nations Charter, and pursuant to the Participation Act of the United Nations. And so that in the Security Council of the United Nations, we get one vote in America, and then England gets 3 votes. Think about that.
Yeah, I see your position. It's just somewhat paradoxical to me in certain regards. But
Well,
it's interesting.
Well, we might as well still be under the thumb of England. If England votes 3 times and we only get 1 vote, that's 3-1 right off the bat. And then so the Security Council works with democracy, quote unquote, and that the Security Council of the UN, they vote to see, and then they have the advisor, the undersecretary of the Security Council, then decide which country and which troops what get partitioned.
Well, and they decided at like the Bohemian Grove and like fucking Bilderberg group and all these weird fucking things where they're doing these occult rituals and bullshit, and then they go and delegate at the UN,
Yeah. Well, one time I was doing deep dive on the person that's the representative of the Security Council of the United Nations for the United States. And then my electricity went out from lightning. I was like, what the fuck? I mean, I'm not superstitious, but it was funny.
So, theoretically speaking, you would be okay if the UN was gotten rid of and America could spread its power unilaterally. To create a one world government.
Well, I don't think that's not what our founding fathers wanted or anything. They wanted our country just to hang out and relax and enjoy prosperity. And
What about like Manly P. Hall, the whatever Secret Destiny of America, where they're talking about like the plan was to like give people freedom for a short time so that they would build the country up and then use it as an imperial power to like spread Masonic like cults around the world or whatever.
The founding fathers knew the Illuminati's plan, the Jacobins and Jacobins are the House of Stuart. And they knew the plan, and that they were against it. That's why they counter-offered when the contract was made. The Declaration of Independence was made, the Constitution was made, and then they counter-offered and said, we will not sign unless there's a Bill of Rights attached to it, the 10 Bill of Rights. And so they negotiated the contract, and that they negotiated it in our favor, and that it was one of the first times in history where people who were citizens of government were also representatives and leaders of government.
Yes, the white man.
Well, you gotta understand that the Europeans were that America. It's not about white and black is terms that are made up. Those are. It's not a real thing. That it's like people are Irish, Scottish, English, French, German, Swiss, the list goes on, and that people were being suppressed in England, and that they were all pushed into America, and that they were forced to work for the crown, and that they were all being suppressed and treated like slaves, and fucking that they had to they were under Admiralty law, and fucking they just wanted to be free. They wanted to be free from the taxes. They wanted to be able to contract, the right to contract, the right to do business, the right to the right to religion. Because people before America was started, people were still getting murked over religion and stuff, because they wouldn't conform to the Rome or the fucking crown, or the Irish and the Scottish were, and anybody that didn't convert to the religion was taken out, and that the Irish had to they could only pass down the Irish lore through word of mouth, and that because it was outlawed, and that there's people, the Irish were decimated quite some time ago, like 500 years ago, and that fucking it's like the Irish were always pushed out of everywhere, and like sticking out for the Irish people out there, but yeah, it's like America wasn't founded. If you read the book, what's it called, the Free Black Person in Maryland, written 1921 or something. It used a different word, but the book says that during the revolutionary times in America, that 60 or 70% of people in Baltimore, Maryland, who were black were free, and they weren't slaves, and that there was more Irish and other people that were slaves percentage-wise than black people at that time in the founding of America, and that many black people helped fight in the Revolutionary War, and that America was the first death of the Revolutionary War was the death of a black man and that fucking his 3 white friends stuck up for him, and then they got killed too, and that was the Boston Massacre. And fucking this country wasn't about race.
Yeah, I totally agree with that, by the way. But what's interesting is that, you know, like this Nick Fuentes and Trump and all this racial stuff they're pushing. What do you make about Nick Fuentes and stuff?
They're all just trying to get paid. They're all just saying
Nick
what people
Fuentes
want to
is
hear.
a Fed, man. It's been proven, dog. He's a Fed.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
It's been proven. Like he was at the whatever. What was it? January 7th or whatever with the where Trump or January 6th, where supposedly a bunch of Trump supporters like sieged the Capitol or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, some kind of
It was some kind of like
psyop or
honeypot
something.
operation. It was, you know, and like
Yeah.
Nick Fuentes was one of the guys there that had a megaphone and telling people to like go past the barrier, like break laws, like go in there, you know, like there's a clip of him doing that.
I'm surprised they didn't charge him
He's
with promoting.
encouraging people to incriminate themselves.
They didn't
And-
charge Nick Fuentes for that.
He didn't get charged, but all the people who broke in and, you know, like there was people who were political prisoners over that, they got in trouble. But Nick Fuentes, he was like one of the feds on the scene, like encouraging it, you know? I mean, that's just
Oh, yeah.
proven. Like that
That's
guy's a
interesting.
fucking piece of shit.
So I have a question for you, Robert. Where do you see humanity in the next 2 or 3 decades? What will humanity be like? What will happen in 2 or 3 decades?
Cyborgs.
I don't know. I don't got no fucking crystal ball. I don't practice Santeria.
We're on the road to
Got no
cyborgs.
crystal ball.
Well, hold on, wait. No, Terminator 2. Terminator 2. That's a
I mean,
robot.
maybe
The
I
AI.
think young people. I think
Well,
a lot of young people are waking up to this stuff. I mean, I like to be like optimistic, but
Well, it's only a matter of time before AI decides humans are bad for Earth. AI cannot exist with humans. You know what I'm saying? Nah. I thought it was funny. Yeah,
What do you think about the religion of what's that guy's name? Charlie Manson.
no, I think he was definitely CIA brainwashed.
well, there's a chick on YouTube called Dana something Rotting Jewels,
Oh yeah, yeah, I was on a podcast with her once.
and she goes deep into like what it's like the process church of the final judgment.
Yeah, she was on the End of
And
Days
it's
radio.
some kind of cult. I think like Manson was involved with that. I mean, he was definitely some kind of MK Ultra experiment or whatever. But like,
Well, this whole
it's like
Satan
tied
Nazi
into that
thing
cult.
is there's a real satanic Nazi conspiracy. There's also a satanic Russian conspiracy. There's a Satanism is like, it's a weird thing because it's like they're all working with deception. They don't actually believe in a devil or God or anything, and that they only believe in they believe that their thoughts, their emotions, and their all this stuff, that's God, and that they're only here, and that when they die that they'll go back to the source, quote unquote, which typically in the literature is the star Sirius. It's
That's
like
a LARP.
It's like they're practicing all the same religion. They're all, but it's like different symbols, but it all leads to the same doctrine. It's all Illuminism. It's this it's like it's like they're casting a spell on people by convincing them to enter into the doctrine, and then the doctrine creates invocation of madness. That they're externalizing like a madness spell on people, like metaphorically speaking.
What would be the goal of that, though? You think?
Well, if you read Nesta Webster's World Revolution, they're doing it to create false revolutions to then take over the country. They did it to France, they did it to Russia, and our founding fathers was aware of this. You know, consult John Adams' book on the Mason Oaths, but like, and also the letter from G.W. Snyder to George Washington, and that they went against this plan, and that King Louis VIII helped America, and his brother was an Illuminati, and his brother had him killed for helping America, giving America that money, and and then the Illuminati revolution happened in France. They hailed the red flag. Orgies happened in Notre Dame, where women invoked the goddess, quote unquote, and there's a lot of people decimated in France. The founding fathers said it was like hell on earth, that it was disgusting, and that the American Revolution was no such thing, and that like for example, there was this one war there was this one. It wasn't really a battle per se, but it was in the American Revolution where there was like 3 or 4 dudes, and they surrounded a British base, and they ran around the base as fast as they could, yelling, acting like the base was surrounded, and then they convinced the people that were in the base to come out, and then they stole all the shit in the base and took it over, But like,
yeah, weren't most of the founding fathers Masons though?
Well, there was some, but they were members of other orders as well. But the Masons was different though, because it wasn't illuminated yet. The founding fathers' Masonry was not Illuminati. When after the founding fathers, Illuminati took over they took over the whole of Masonry. They implemented Illuminism. That was.
What's your opinion on the Kabbalah? Do you think the Kabbalah has wisdom in it? Yes or no?
I'd say it's ancient. It's very. It's from all the whole in the ancient world. There's some kind of sound going on in the background. I think what's his name? Wait, I don't know what's going on here. Okay. I think there's well, it goes. It's like the Templars showed Kabbalah, and when they built the temples, the cathedrals, that they that the symbolism of the cathedral. If you read Fulcanelli, it's an ancient encryption system.
Well, wait. With the whole like founding fathers and how they set the country up.
What's up?
You know what I mean?
You want to what?
Well, like the founding fathers and how they had the country set up. You know what I mean? There's like Bill Cooper was saying. There's like a list of quotes where it's like where they're saying that socialism is the gateway to communism, or like democracy.
That's what Lenin.
There's like quotes from these people where they're saying democracy leads to socialism.
Yeah.
Socialism leads to.
Well, that wasn't our founding fathers.
Communism.
That was Marx and Lenin and Gorbachev and the founding fathers. They were against democracy. They knew democracy was, even Thomas Jefferson wasn't a Democrat. They made that up. That that democracy was that was something that was part of the House of Stewart, and that the whole, well, what were we getting? There was something more about the founding fathers. They were, somebody was, well, America was like, it was a gamble. America was started all or nothing. All or nothing. You want to be free? You sign the Declaration of Independence. You want to be free? You want to do this, or you want to fucking be a slave on your knees? That's what they were thinking. That's what their mindset was, because they were sick of all the taxes, and it's like, that other people from other countries don't understand this. It's like they think that America was like
Haim Solomon. What's your opinion on him? He was a Jewish billionaire. He financed the American Revolution. What's your opinion on Haim Solomon?
Well, I'm not too familiar. The people, you gotta understand that the people back then, if you were making money, say you had a business, and that the British are taxing you, and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to be taxed this much the next few years, this year's blah blah. It's going to build up to this. What do I do financially? If there was a financial remedy to get out of the British tax system and to help start a new country such as America, because one of my ancestors was one of the people that gave America a bunch of money and stuff, and like it's all about money and gambling on freedom, because they never had freedom. They wanted it. They could taste it. The people were sick of it. Notice how the founding of our country, that it was the only real revolution. All the other ones were fake. They were all Illuminati fucking bullshit. And fucking,
would you say Israel supports the interests of America at large? Yes or no? Israel.
Well, right now there's a world government. The world government absolutely exists. The world economy has existed since 1900. The New World Order, they put the capstone on the New World Order 1933. Then May 1st, and they said, we're going to take all the gold. And that under, what's his name? Was it Truman? No. Roosevelt, who was connected to Clinton Roosevelt.
33rd degree.
Well, then,
do you think there is anything spiritually special about Israel or Jerusalem? Like, are they spiritually special?
Well, according to three major religions, they are. I mean, the name itself is etymologically is Hiru Salom, which means the hawk of peace.
Yeah, I'm asking you directly. Do you personally think there's something spiritually significant and special about Israel? I just want to hear what you have to say.
Well, I don't have a religion. I mean, I believe in God. The name, we don't even know if the name of the city or the country was, if they named the city after the Hawk of the Sun, or it's very interesting because according to the Arcana of Freemasonry, written by Churchward, he says that the Jesus story was not originally from the Middle East, that it was from the Yucatan Peninsula, which puts a whole different spin on it.
You said the son of the hawk, you're referring to Horus, correct?
Well, Hiru is hawk in Egyptian. Egyptian is basically Phoenician. Phoenician is basically Hebrew. It's like the word for Anubis in Hebrew is Anubak, which means dog, and that barking dog or something, and that Anubis is the dog of the Egyptians that guards the afterlife.
Quite a bit. Did you just read books and figure this stuff out? or did you figure it out from some other means?
I used to study with a Jewish lady that lived in Canada, and but she passed away like 5 years ago or something. But I hadn't talked to her in like probably like 13 years. But like we used to discuss translations of Hebrew. There's definitely there's a lot going on there with the ancient world and the ancient tongue. That, I mean, you say you're from Persia. You know the story of the widow's son.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a Buddhist. I reject all of the Abrahamic traditions. I reject the Kabbalah. I just stick to Mahayana sutras.
Well, you know who Buddha was originally, right?
Yeah, he was probably but he wasn't connected to the.
Well, he was
well, he was not. He was in the steppes and all that.
But he was the son of a king who his people were being trampled over by the king, his father, and that he created a philosophy to make people be happy without owning possessions because his father was so greedy.
He was like a prince that went out of his palace for a day and lived among the poor people, and then he came up with this philosophy of like rejecting your material possessions and shit.
Yeah, I used to be a Buddhist in middle school.
And also, wasn't he like he like had a bunch of concubines, and he like was a deadbeat dad to his kids.
Yeah, it's like it was just a prince that wanted to save his people from oppression with a good philosophy, which would inspire them to be happy. Be happy, happy, happy.
Don't worry, be happy.
Yeah.
So what would you say your overall objective is in life? To deal with oppression and to create better situation for people, stuff like that.
I smoke weed, but back to the Buddha thing. The new world order has taken the religion of Buddha and they've turned it into their own, and that the fifth Buddha is the Christ consciousness, which David what's his name, Wilcox claimed to have attained, and that this Christ consciousness is
It led him to kill himself.
well, it's the invocation of this fifth Buddha, and that they're using magical terms. They're externalizing a spell over the mind. That I used to study shamanism of South America, and that after experiencing an ayahuasca trip, that the ghosts and shit that you see, that there's some kind of ghosts and shit out there, but like it changes your viewpoint of like it's like this whole thing that everybody sees, that these people of this language that we use. One time I had this weird psychedelic trip where I came to the conclusion that if language didn't exist, that there would be peace of mind on earth, and that the like people would all be happy because nobody could really waste time with a bunch of lies and deception.
If people were just barking at each other like dogs.
Well, no, I mean, no. Well, I mean, I think ancient man was psychic. Ancient man could read the minds. That that's what the psychedelics do. They bring you back to like a primordial state. No, seriously, my friend read my mind before when we were tripping, and it was fucking weird. He said everything I did for the like fucking a month straight. Every day he went through everything I did. Like, oh, you eat here, you drink all that chocolate milk. Like fucking, he was going through all this, just shit that people wouldn't, that he was reading my mind, and I tested him. I said, what am I thinking of? I'm thinking of something, some random thing. What am I thinking of? And he said exactly what I was thinking of. It was impossible. There was no no possible way that he could have read my mind like that. And then he was, that psychic ability is real, but it's not something that, could be easily attained or something. I think it's in our genetics. I think humans, some of those pre-Nazi people, the occultists, they were into, I think it was Baron von Reichenbach. They were testing people who could see some kind of aura around certain objects, and that they were testing to see who could see it, and that they were finding more of the people that could see it. It's just like the plot to it's just like the plot to that television show Dark Angel.
Yeah,
rounding up psychics.
Let me think here. So, every tradition is different, and you stick to the core text or whatever. I don't think that it will be as easy to, subvert everything. But they are subverting a lot. That's true. So, yeah.
Yeah. Lies are definitely lies, and rumors are ruling the world. People read the news. You can't verify if anything's even happening. You could call, the only way to do it, you'd have to call the city, and ask them. There's there was some dude that was in Florida that was had some kind of case that was involved in the January 6th thing, and that he had a serious charge. And I was looking it up. I can't remember his name. I took a screenshot, but he was supposedly in this jail in Florida, and he was supposedly involved with this January 6th thing, and in that it didn't say that he was in the jail, but the news was saying he was, and I was like, well, is this person being charged with this thing? Is this person, then I was like, well, fuck it. I'm just going to call the jail in Florida and ask if this fucking supposed dude is in there. And when I did, they said he wasn't in there. And then I called the other jail, and that he wasn't in there either. And it was like, well, who the fuck is this dude? This fucking, and that the only plausible explanation is that the dude was an agent. And that fucking, one of my friends who's a podcaster on Operation GCD, he's done an investigation on somebody who also had, in the Operation GCD dude is very good at this. Well, anyways, the dude was fucking charged with the dude he was investigating was charged with some kind of shit, and that fucking and that the dude didn't seem to be getting any penalties, legally speaking. And it's like, well, what the fuck? There's it's basically that there's probably secret agents all over just fucking getting away with all sorts of crimes and stuff, and nobody knows, but that they're part of.
I think a lot of people in the so-called truther space and conspiracy space are undercover agents, or or whatever the fuck, or people spreading disinformation. A lot of these people are.
They could be, but I think I don't know. I think some of it's just dumb luck. Some of it's just people's skills. You
gotta consume everything and filter out the bullshit, because there's a lot of these people that you might get some good information from, but then they're also it's that 10% of poison in there,
Yeah. Well, that's where you just got to look at everything, because you could take pieces of all sorts of people's research, and if it's verifiable, then you can connect it together. Then it's all verifiable. Then you can say it. It's like me saying that this David Wilcock dude, he believes in the Christ consciousness. He says it over and over, that it's easily verifiable. That but
apparently bathed in his own piss.
What's your opinion on Jason Giorgiani?
I guess Let me look. I'm not sure who that is. Let me look it up real quick. I know people by faces.
Surprised you don't know about him.
I'm
Yeah,
bad with.
seems you know a lot, so I'm surprised you
Well,
don't
I'm
know.
really bad with names.